So you're planning on giving a toast at an upcoming Toastmasters meeting, or maybe you're just hoping to give a toast at any event or even a small gathering, and you're wondering the best way to proceed. In this video, I'm going to show you a live example of me giving a toast at my Toastmasters Club, and I am going to react in real time to that video and give you my feedback along the way. What did I do well? What could I improve upon? Through this video, by the end, you are going to have the confidence to give an unbelievable toast at your next event. Before I go any further, I want to explain for the Toastmasters Club what the toast role entails. And for most clubs, it's a 1 to 2 minute role, meaning it can't be any shorter than 1 minute. It shouldn't be any longer than 2 minutes. And it really sets the tone for the meeting. If you've signed up for the toast role, it's important to know what the theme of that week's meeting is, because your toast should in some way relate to the core of what that meeting is all about. In this example, you're going to see of me delivering the toast at my Toastmasters Club. It was actually at an open house event we did for Toastmasters, and so there were a lot of new faces in the audience, a lot of guests. So I tried to tailor my toast for that audience. Let's dive into it. Let's take a look at how I did on my toast, and I'm going to give you my feedback along the way.
Why did you show up here today?
Okay, I'm pausing it right away here. So a few things, and then we're actually going to run it back and start from the beginning again, but I want to pause it. You may be noticing that I'm holding a glass in my hand, and usually I don't like to do this. Usually for the toast, which I will eventually hold, I will set it on a nearby table, but at this particular meeting, there was nowhere to set the glass, and so I was thinking in my head, well, what is the best way for me to approach this? And so I figured I'm going to hold it in my hand. The downside is that it restricts some of the body language. If you're wondering why is he holding the glass the whole time, that is why. All right, let's watch it back from the beginning. Less distractions this time.
Why did you show up here today? Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters in person, on Zoom, and I'd ask all of our welcome guests, why did you show up here today?
Okay, pausing it there. I really liked how I introduced this toast. What's common anytime somebody gives a toast or really delivers a speech of any length is for that person to come to the front and introduce themselves right away, or if they're in a Toastmasters format, to start with the formalities, as we call them. So, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. What I find works really well is starting off with a sentence or a few sentences that is that hook or that introduction, a thought or a question. So here I said, why did you show up here today? And then I got into the formalities. Thank you, Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. It has that just little bit of a draw in. I've drawn the audience's attention in. And then at the end, I'd especially ask the welcome guests, why did you show up here today? It reinforces this question, this idea. So I thought that I was proud of that opening that I did for the toast, and I think it's important when you're delivering a toast, have that strong hook from the beginning.
Perhaps the thought of standing in front of a room and delivering a speech for 1 to 2 minutes terrifies you. But you understand that this is an important skill to develop, and you were brave enough to take the first step and come here today. Maybe you're a former member of this club and life has gotten busy for you, but you know how much Toastmasters helped you in the past, so you wanted to come today to the open house and show your support to all of our guests.
I'm going to pause it here about halfway through. Something that I could have improved upon that I'm noticing watching it back is you can see it on the freeze frame. My eyes, the light is shining from the projector into my eyes, and that is not a great look. I didn't notice it. Maybe I wasn't observant enough as I was delivering the toast, but that can be a little bit distracting. You can see part of the Zoom being projected behind me, that light is shining in, and it's not ideal. I should have taken a step forward and prevented that so that it was shining just behind me and it wasn't blocking my face. But I will say I'm happy with the eye contact that I'm giving. So you'll see my eyes move throughout the room, and periodically you see them look down, but that's not a bad thing because there's actually a laptop to the bottom left of the screen, and that is the Zoom audience. So I'm trying to include the virtual audience as well, looking at that webcam and then back up and looking at the audience. So something I was doing well and something I could have improved upon.
Or maybe you're a regular member of our Toastmasters Club and you're thinking, wait, of course I showed up. I'm a member of this club. Yeah, but you still had an option this morning. Your alarm clock went off. I'm sure your bed was very cozy at 6 in the morning. But you came here. You came here through the dark, through the somewhat cold weather, and you arrived to show your support. Whatever brought you here today, I want to applaud you, because Toastmasters is an organization and a program that has helped so many people with their confidence, with their leadership skills, and with their public speaking skills. So today, I'd ask for all of you to stand up with me and raise a glass to showing up. To showing up.
All right, that's it. There you have it. That was the toast I delivered. By the way, love to hear in the comments what you thought overall of how I did on that toast roll. Overall, I was happy with it. I was happy with it because it was an open house event, and the goal of my toast was to really make it about the audience. And that brings me to my first tip, is that when you're delivering a toast, whether it's for Toastmasters or whether it's for a work event or whether it's for a personal gathering, think about your audience. Think about who you are making the toast to. And the more you can make it about those people and less about you yourself, the better. When somebody stands up right away and they say, oh, I did this and I did that, it's sometimes not received well by the audience. So really think about how you make your toast be about the people who you are with. One thing you may have noticed is at the end, the words that I asked people to actually toast with was to showing up. Showing up. It's 2 words. It's very concise. It's very easy to remember. And that brings me to my next tip for you. When you are taking on a toast, keep it concise. I have seen many people attempt to give a toast, and then the thing that you're actually toasting to is long and convoluted. For example, to waking up every day with a positive attitude. And then everyone stands up and they raise their glass and they say, to waking up every day with a positive, and they forget. They're trying to remember all of the words that were said. If you can keep this to 2 or 3, maybe 4 words, that is ideal for a toast. What I love about the toast is it can be many different things. It can be inspirational, which is probably the most common type of toast. It can be funny. It can be lighthearted. It can be genuine. All of those things are okay for a toast. You can really be creative with this, make it what you want it to be, but it's a nice thing to be able to have this skill, to be able to be at a gathering and have the confidence to grab everyone's attention. And then you have that honor of all the eyes are on you, all the ears are on you, and you can say something short and concise that adds value to the evening. Feedback I got from the general evaluator on this particular toast, she didn't have any gifts for me or any constructive criticism, which I appreciated. She said that the format and the theme behind my toast was really fitting for that audience. I was very happy. I was very happy with how this went. Of course, there were a couple areas that I could have improved upon, but I want you to know the toast role is one of the best roles for new members to take on. So if you're a new member in the Toastmasters Club, often new members are nervous to sign up for any roles, yet they'll take on table topics questions. And table topics is way harder because you can't plan for what you're talking about. The toast role is great. It's nice and short, 1 to 2 minutes, and you know what the meeting theme is. You have all week to think about how you're going to spend that 1 to 2 minutes. You can practice it, you can time yourself, make it short, make it concise, make it about the audience. And if you follow these steps, you're going to crush it on your next toast roll. I hope this example video was helpful for you. It was a short one because it's a short roll. My name is Wade Patterson. My channel is all about impactful communication. I do a lot of videos on Toastmasters and a lot of videos on public speaking in general. If this video added some value to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. And there's other options as well. I have a public speaking course, which has been very helpful for those who have signed up. And I also work with speakers and aspiring speakers one-on-one. If you need some coaching help, if you want me to evaluate your speeches, whatever it is, let me know. The email is in the episode notes because I think this premium service could truly help a few of you who are watching this. Otherwise, thanks for taking the time to watch. I'll catch you on the next video.